Welcome to the Songwriter Connection, the podcast that delves deep into the art and heart of songwriting. Each week, we gather around the dining room table to uncover the stories behind the songs. We invite you to join us on a journey to the creative minds of the songwriters who shape the melodies of our lives. From Nashville, Tennessee, here's your host, Dave Lenahan.
All right. I am so happy that you joined us and helped us grow this podcast, which started at the tail end of COVID into 3 million worldwide streams now. I mean, it's just absolutely a labor of love for me. I just love it, and I love that you enjoy it or can eat something out of it. And I love hearing from you. All your comments have been so cool. We are everywhere, streaming everywhere you find podcasts, and every Wednesday religiously, we publish a new one so you can sit down, have a cup of coffee, and make a connection with a cool songwriter. My friend Michelle Canning is back.
Hey, Dave.
You were on with us. I think we were episode 136, doing so many exciting things.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to have you back. We write songs together from time to time.
We do. One of my favorite activities in the world is writing songs with Dave Lenahan.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, God bless you. I love you. I'll pay you later, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, I'll tell you a little bit about Michelle. At the age of 8, her granddad put a banjo in her arms, and it changed everything, didn't it?
It really did.
Yeah, changed it all. And then you became the only female and the youngest to ever win this banjo competition in New England, right?
Yes, New England Banjo Championships.
You were a champion.
I was,
Banjo
yes, sir.
player. when you see Michelle and around in Nashville, you're lucky enough that she brought her banjo with her. You get to taste a little bit of acoustic guitar and that banjo picking that she does, which is just so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
She had a #1 bluegrass album, The Next 11 Miles. You know what? I always wanted to ask you. As a publishers tell me, if you take a look at a title, sometimes you get a title and you just got to know what that song's about.
Yeah.
Will you tell me what that song's about?
Sure. I wrote that song my senior year of college.
Yeah.
And the title itself came from, we were driving home from a show, and I was sick as a dog. I have never been more sick than I was during that show, and I powered through it.
Wow.
We finished the show, and I got in the car, and I slept for 5 hours while my poor mother drove home all by herself.
Oh, my.
And on the ride home, she saw this sign, and all it said was, in the next 11 miles. It didn't say what was in the next 11 miles. So I woke up, and she told me about that sign.
Wow.
And she said, you got to write a song about that. Well, it was right about, like I said, my senior year of college, and I was thinking about how I didn't know what was coming next, and I was real scared.
Yeah.
And so it kind of went with that sign that didn't say what was in the next 11 miles, and so I ended up writing the song about being scared but trucking through it.
That's right. I guess we never know what's going to happen in the next 11 miles.
Absolutely, exactly.
That's streaming out there everywhere. You can hear that. And I want you to go and listen. Find Michelle Canning. It's Canning. Canning, like canning.
Like a canning jar. Canning tomatoes.
Canning tomatoes. I was going to say tomatoes. But that's not why you're here today. You've got another new album out.
Yes.
Let me finish telling folks about you. You are a member of the Recording Academy?
I am.
That's pretty cool. Huh?
It's such a great honor.
Tell folks what they do.
Well, the Recording Academy are the people in charge of the Grammys.
The Grammys.
So when you find out that somebody won a Grammy, I'm one of the people that got to vote for them.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really great. And you host a night every year called A Night on the Edge.
I do.
And I really wanted to talk about that as well.
Yeah, A Night on the Edge is a benefit concert to support the Alzheimer's Foundation of America.
God bless you for doing that.
And thank you. And we do it every year. We've done it for 14 years now. We're going into our 15th, which is going to be a big celebration this year.
Yeah.
But we've raised almost $100,000 for the Alzheimer's Foundation of America, which is such an important...
That is fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
15 years you going?
Yeah, going on 15 years. It's amazing. It feels like yesterday and a million years ago all at the same time that we started it.
You were very young when you started that.
I was 16 years old.
What made you want to decide to do something for the Alzheimer's Society?
Yeah, my grandfather had Alzheimer's disease. And he passed away.
The one that put the banjo in your arms?
The other one.
The other one,
yep.
Okay.
And he passed away when I was 10.
Oh.
And I loved him so much. And then when I was a teenager, I was in high school, And a friend of mine, her grandmother was going through Alzheimer's, and it was kind of bringing up memories of my grandfather. And so I ended up writing this song about it.
Yeah.
And then I had a brand new band at the time, and I showed them the song. They liked the song. They kind of helped me with it a little bit. And then we said, well, let's do something with it. And so we decided to start a benefit concert.
That's fabulous.
And that first year, we really didn't know how many people were going to show up, if anyone was going to show up. I thought we'd be lucky if we raised $200.
Wow.
And here we are 15 years later at almost $100,000.
So, you do this back home, Massachusetts?
Yes, we do it in Massachusetts, but you can also live stream the concert online.
That's great.
So anyone in the world can participate.
That's wonderful. Thanks for doing that. I lost my mother due to Alzheimer's, and it's just a cruel, cruel disease.
And we wrote a beautiful song about her, and I can't wait to start playing it out.
Oh, yeah. I love that, too. So there's that. And I wanted to... I was reading your bio, and you had some advice in here that just really hit home to me. Kind of what not in the exact same words, but I think this is advice that people can, no matter what you do, take from. It says, be unapologetically yourself, and don't let yourself get ahead... get in the way of your heart. Don't let your head get in the way of the heart. I could probably have read that a lot better if I didn't blink. Be unapologetically yourself, and don't let your head get in the way of your heart. That's so true, isn't it?
It really is. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the music business. But it's the music that's important.
Right. I think it's real easy, too, to overthink things.
Absolutely.
Especially as a songwriter.
For sure.
You can overthink it to paralysis.
Yeah.
Where you just can't go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, interesting. I kind of sensed that. This weekend, I was on a songwriter retreat, went to Pigeon Forge. And if you haven't done it, it's really cool to do. Get your songwriter buddies together, rent a cabin somewhere. Here in Tennessee, Gatlinburg isn't all that far from where we are. We went to Pigeon Forge. And, there's 7 of us, and we, choose sizing. But, a lot of times you get in that room and you just start overthinking things.
Yeah.
And you got maybe like 2 really great lines, and everything else comes out. You're like, hey, so you set it down for a while, walk away, and come back to it. So, but that was the case with us on one particular song. So
I know that feeling all too well.
Have another bourbon and go on, and there you go.
The bourbon helps, man.
It's songwriting fuel, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah. So tell us about your new Christmas record.
Yeah, so the Christmas record goes beautifully with that quote of, it's not the commercial Santa Claus Christmas record that everyone's expecting.
Right.
But it's something that's been in my heart to write for a long time.
And these are all songs you've written?
These are all songs I've written, yes, sir. And they tell the story of Christ's birth from the perspective of everyone who was there.
Oh, wow.
And to me, it brings you on a musical journey. That's what I wanted this to do, was bring you on a journey, because I think so often about the Christmas story, and we think about the same thing, these kind of stoic, statue-like figures of Mary and Joseph and the 3 kings bowing down. And sometimes I have to stop and think these were real people. And Mary was a 14-year-old girl, engaged, pregnant with somebody else's kid. Mm-hmm. How hard was that for her?
Yeah, no kidding.
And so I really wanted to capture that with this record, all the angles that we forget about sometimes.
And this record is called what?
This is called Hey, Have You Heard?
Hey, Have You Heard?
Because I thought that was a great title, because it's saying like, hey, listen to this. Check out this story. Have you heard this story? Because you've heard that other story about Jesus' birth, but have you heard this story?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've got a track that you've given me. This is in advance. And maybe you can tell us about the song, and I'll play it so people can hear just a little bit of this. And hopefully by the time that this broadcast everywhere, it publishes, your rest of your record will be out there.
Yes.
So, yeah, people getting their Thanksgiving turkey together, like you said, and listening to all this great music. So.
Yeah, that's my hope, is while you're cooking for Thanksgiving, you'll be listening to these new songs.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
So this is called Heavy on My Heart. So tell me about this. Heavy
on My Heart is sung from 2 different perspectives.
Okay.
It's sung from Mary's perspective right after she told Joseph that she's pregnant.
Okay.
And it's sung from Joseph's perspective right after he found out.
This is a duet.
Yes.
Okay.
So I sang this with Hunter Garrett, a dear friend of mine, and an incredible singer and pianist as well. And so we're each praying. We're each praying to God and telling him how we're feeling after all of this has kind of sunk in a little bit.
Gotcha.
And I wrote it with Carlin Mays. She plays piano on the record as well.
Wow.
And it was a hard one to write. Writing a duet is hard by itself.
Oh, yeah.
And then kind of trying to dive into these emotions that we haven't felt, but we can only imagine what they must have felt like was really a hard song to write, but really worth it for what we got out of it in the end.
Give it a listen. This is Michelle Canning, our guest on the Songwriter Connection.
Lord, I don't think he believes me.
Lord, I can't believe this.
Is he gonna leave me?
Still she insists she's been
I've been
faithful. I could walk away quietly.
What will everybody say?
She cried when she told me, am I able to carry on like this? Lord, give me the strength I need. I'm trying to do the right thing. Guide me, show me where to start. Oh God, this is heavy on my heart. It would be so much easier
Hope he knows how much I love him.
if I didn't still love
It's really
her.
sinking in.
So I pray I can take it all on faith. Lord, give me the strength I need. I'm trying to do the right thing. Guide me, show me where to start. Oh God, this is heavy on my heart. Send me a sign. It'll all be alright. Lord, give me the strength I need. I'm trying to do the right thing. Guide me, show me where to start. Oh God, this is heavy on my heart. Oh God, this is heavy on my heart.
Well, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Michelle, that's great.
Thank you very much.
What's the gentleman singing with you again? What's his name?
His name is Hunter Garrett.
Hunter Garrett.
He is an incredible singer. He's also an incredible radio DJ.
Is he really? All right.
And he even sang backup vocals for Dolly Parton on her Rockstar album.
You know, I met him.
Did you meet him?
I played around with him at the local. Now
Okay.
I remember who you're talking about.
Awesome.
How about that?
He's a cool man.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Not everybody could say they sang BGVs with Dolly Parton.
Right?
That's fabulous. And now with you.
I like to say that I'm connected to Dolly through him because I sang with the same guy that sang with Dolly.
It's just 2 degrees of separation.
That's right.
What I love about what I've heard on this record, and I also heard one other song about the donkey that
Yeah.
I hope you'll play a little bit later on.
Sure.
Heard you do that in a round not too long ago. What I love about it's not your commercialized jingle jangle, holly and bells and deck the halls kind of Christmas.
Yeah.
It's the true meaning of Christmas, isn't it? All the way through.
It really is. As a matter of fact, I was just thinking about that on the ride here today. I was listening to some of our mixes and I thought,
Yeah.
we don't have a single jingle bell on this whole Christmas record.
Great. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Thank
yeah,
you.
we just, I love all of the, Santa Claus is Coming to Town is probably
Yeah.
my favorite secular Christmas song ever.
Yeah.
I love all of that stuff, but that's not what I wanted to do with this record.
I got you.
I wanted to do something different that we haven't heard before that was going to be meaningful.
That's great. Very meaningful. Did you have a favorite Christmas album when you were a kid?
Yes, Alan Jackson's Honky Tonk Christmas.
Oh, that was a great one.
That was such a great record.
Really?
I wore that record thin, man. And my favorite one was the song he sang with the Chipmunks.
The Chipmunk Christmas. I mean, because you got to have that, right?
Yeah, Santa's going to come in a pickup. That's the song that they sang with them.
I think it was 2 years ago around Christmas time, we got to do a show with Randy Brooks, who wrote Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Oh, my gosh, that's so cool.
And every year I publish this around Christmas. So you'll hear it. It'll be coming again.
I love it.
It's just the right, and he's so funny. It's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really anxious to hear more. But I wanted to ask you, there's one thing that you do that I didn't mention in the intro. You also work at the Grand Ole Opry, and the Grand Ole Opry is celebrating 100 years. It's been a year-long celebration.
Yeah.
Can you believe a radio show that's 100 years old?
I know. It blows my mind. A matter of fact, I just posted on social media about
I saw
this
it
yesterday.
Today. Yes.
7 years ago, I started at the Grand Ole Opry. We had our big Opry shindig for the birthday like we do every year. We were 93 years old at the time. Mm-hmm. And I turned to one of my friends and I said, wouldn't it be cool if we still worked here for the 100th?
And look at now.
And here we are. And that friend, I don't even remember who it was. It was somebody on the team, though, said to me, I hope I'm not still a part-time tour guide in 7 years from now. And I said, well, I hope I am.
Because you love what you do.
But now I'm actually the tour supervisor, so I ended up making my friend's dream come true and my dream come true all at the same time.
Fabulous. Tour guides. So you can, people, I don't know if people know, they can do the tour of the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
The Opry House. Also Ryman as well.
Yes.
And they're fantastic tours, aren't they?
Oh, they're great tours. Absolutely.
You still start with the movie, the surround movie that's,
it's a really cool movie. It's very immersive, I guess would be the right word.
Yes, immersive is the word.
It's really hard to describe it. You got to go see it for yourself.
It happens all around you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then people get to see the dressing rooms and all about it. They get to stand on the stage sometimes.
Most of the time, if we have the stage available, then they get to stand right in the circle. Right,
they get to walk into the circle.
I tell people, check your shoe for hairs because you never know whose hair might be on your shoe now.
There'll be somebody great's DNA, right?
That's right.
You never know. Yeah. What a dream job, huh?
Oh, it's such a dream. I love being there every second of it.
I worked at the Ryman for a little while, so I kind of got to feel it was for me just such an honor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it really was.
I know.
You know, you and I recently lost an Opry member, and it was a friend of ours that we just loved. Just a month or so ago, we lost Jeannie Seeley, and I just can't imagine how people at the Opry felt.
It was. I've never seen the Opry more sad.
Yeah.
Than the day we found out we were probably going to lose her through at least a month after she was gone.
Yeah.
And it's really not the same there anymore. The energy is totally different without her.
How can it be?
And gosh, she was such a special friend because for her, being backstage didn't just mean being with other artists. Mm-hmm. It meant being with the tour guides. It meant being with the ushers. It meant being with the cleaning crew. There was one night, it was raining so hard, nobody could leave the building. And we were all stuck there for like 2 hours after work. Oh, man. And we're all sitting backstage, and it was like the performers were on one side of the room and the staff was on the other side of the room. Mm-hmm. And she was over there with the performers, and she turned around and she walked over to the staff and started hanging out with us.
God bless her. Man.
And that just meant the world to us. And she was such a special lady. And one of the most cherished items, I don't know if you could call it an item, that I have is a screenshot of a message that she had sent me saying she wanted to write.
Oh, no kidding.
And we never got to because she went in the hospital probably a week later.
Oh, no, Michelle.
But it just means so much to me that she wanted to write with me. That's just means the world to me.
Oh, I just can't imagine.
Yeah.
And she was a great writer.
Oh, my gosh. She was.
Not just a performer, but she could write.
She was top-notch writer.
Yeah, she was. We had her on the show, and I will never forget the day she just walks up my driveway with her publicist, Bev. Love Bev today. And sat the chair you're sitting in right now.
Amazing.
And we just chatted.
I'm going to check my bum for hairs. I could have a Jeannie Seeley hair.
There's the name of the episode right there. And we took a picture, and it's one of my favorite things too.
Absolutely.
Jeannie and I. She was just a wonderful woman.
What a sweetheart. And I don't know all the details of this, so don't quote me, but I think they're turning her house into writing rooms.
I heard that, and I think that's wonderful.
I think that is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I think she would have loved that.
She lived down by the river, not too far from the Opry House.
Yeah.
And what I loved, she used to take pictures every day of the river.
Yes.
And she'd post them on her Facebook page. And
Yeah. Actually, the night that she went into the hospital and we found out she might not come out, I wrote a song with Karen Fraden called "The River Runs," and it was inspired by her river photos. And I've never played it for anybody, but it's just a really special song for me that I wrote for me and Jeannie.
Good for you. I would ask you to play it, but we're talking about your Christmas record.
We are talking about the Christmas record, yes, sir.
So let's go on this. Where did you record?
We recorded kind of all over. We recorded the band at Morehead State University in Morehead, Kentucky.
Okay.
That's where I went to school.
Right.
And a lot of my band members went to school there as well. So it was a nice meeting spot. We all kind of live all over now, and it was a nice spot where we could all meet together and get to fairly easily and spend a weekend together. And so we spent, I think, two or 3 days in the studio knocking out most of the instruments. And then we recorded my vocals at Middle Tennessee State University. MTSU.
Yeah.
And then we had a lot of remote stuff that, our fiddle player, Raymond McLean, he recorded from home and sent his part in. Our steel player did the same. So kind of all over a little bit. But I'd say the majority of the record was recorded at MTSU and MSU.
Wonderful. Yeah, they got a great facility there, I understand.
They do. It's beautiful. It's state of the art. And my producer actually works there. She's a professor there. So she knew all the equipment. So that was great for me. She knew where to find anything we needed.
Is it Scott Borchetta that has really done a lot for them these days from Big Machine? In fact, WMOT, which is my favorite radio station.
Yeah.
He had, I think the studio donated money. I don't know. They call the studio that anyway. So, but anyway, I digress. Hey, now we were at the Lost Patty for a takeover night.
We were. That was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. And you played a song that's going to be on this record that touched everybody. I mean, everyone was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And it was now you say every character has a different perspective of the Christmas story.
Right.
And this is an interesting concept. This is from the donkey.
Yeah.
The donkey.
This is actually
Tell me about this song and how you came up with this idea.
Yeah, this is the first song of the whole record that I wrote.
Yeah.
And when I wrote it, I didn't know I was going to make a record. I just had it on my heart that I was like, man, I want something different. I want to write a Christmas song, but I don't want it to be the same old thing. And I thought, what if I sang a song from one of the animals' perspectives? And I pitched this idea to every songwriter in town, man.
Except me.
and no one wanted to write it. Everybody thought it was too hard. It was, an animal didn't talk,
Yeah.
And finally I pitched it to Rick Lang.
Okay.
And Rick said, I love that idea.
Wow.
And so the two of us got to writing, and the song wrote itself. It really did.
That's awesome.
And
they thought it was going to be hard.
Yeah. And we finished the song, and I was at my friend Kelly's Christmas party. It was an Opry, not an Opry party, but like all people from work had come over to one of our friends' houses, and she had us all over for a Christmas party. Mm-hmm. And it was the very end of the night. Almost everybody had left. There was maybe like 4 of us left. And we were sitting around the table, and somebody pulled out a guitar and said, does anyone know any Christmas songs? And I thought, I was real nervous about this. I was actually shaking a little bit. I thought, this is the chance to find out if this song is any good. So I said, can I play a new one? And they said, sure. So I took the guitar and I played them this song. And when I finished, they were all crying.
Oh, wow.
And my friend Jessica said, you should make a whole album of songs like that.
Ah.
And thus this album was born.
There you go. Wow.
And
out of this first song?
Out of this very first song. So
I can't wait to hear
the chosen
it
one.
You better not make me cry.
I'll try not
I'm
to.
very emotional.
I knew we were in for a long haul when Joseph loaded me up with a sack. He led me down to the watering hole, and Mary climbed on my back. They said she was due any day now, but the journey had to be made. But I didn't mind, the pleasure was mine, every step of the way. And through the wind and the rain, the tears and the pain, I kept the pace up the best that I can. How could I know as I trudged through the snow that I was carrying the Son of Man? I held the Mother and the Son. Oh, I was the chosen one. We finally arrived at a stable where we all laid down to rest. I woke up in the night to a new baby's cry. I knew right then I was blessed. The angels started singing as heaven came down to earth. There were shepherds and kings with gifts that they'd bring to celebrate the Savior's birth. And through the wind and the rain, the tears and the pain, I kept the pace up the best that I can. How could I know as I trudged through the snow that I was carrying the great I Am? I held the Mother and the Son. Oh, I was a chosen one. When I think back in time, it's hard to believe. Of all the creatures in the world, He chose me. And through the wind and the rain, the tears and the pain, I kept the pace up the best that I can. How could I know as I trudged through the snow that I was carrying the great I Am? I held the Mother and the Son. Oh, I was the chosen one. I held the Mother and God's Son. Oh, I was the chosen one.
Speechless.
Thank you.
That is wonderful.
Thank you very much.
And that is some songwriting. We'll be right back with Michelle Kenny. Don't go away.
You're listening to the Songwriter Connection with Dave Linehan. Find us on Facebook and YouTube at the Songwriter Connection Podcast. And find Dave at thedaveconnection.com.
We've been
now back to the show with your host, Dave Linehan.
I always jump in too early. So I'm over anxious, you know. We've been reworking that Dave Connection webpage. Check it out if you will. It has links to this show, but also to my radio show, Nashville Connection, and some of the music and the videos. We've got some cool videos that you need to see, like Baby I'm Gone, which was so much fun. And lots of other stuff. Oh, YouTube. YouTube, if you're listening on YouTube, like and subscribe because that really, really helps us. And I also want to remind you about the Spotify playlist, which is Songwriter Connection, The Songs. There you go. Every Wednesday when we publish, I take a couple songs from the catalog of that artist, that day, that writer, and I put them in there. And you'd be surprised at some of the songs in there. Songs like even The House That Built Me, you know.
Wow.
And If Tomorrow Never Comes. Some of the guys that wrote those great songs we've had the honor of talking about, even Jeannie Seeley songs.
Amazing.
On there. And, of course, there's Michelle Canning as well.
Aww.
Yeah. So, anyway, hope you'll check that out. Michelle Canning is my guest. She works at the Grand Ole Opry. She's a multi-instrumentalist, a banjo champion, and she's got a banjo in her hand right now.
I've got one right here.
Tell me about that instrument right there.
Well, this is it's an out-of-tune banjo right now.
Out-of-tune? Do they really go out-of-tune?
Banjos are notorious. There we go. Now it's an in-tune banjo.
There
This
you
is
go.
this is a Chief banjo. It was made by Frank Neat. Frank Neat builds these, and it's an Osborne Chief, so it's Sonny Osborne model. They only made a few of these.
Wow, it's beautiful.
And I happened to get one. I named him Ben.
I was going to ask if you had a name for him. Ben.
Yes, all my instruments have names. So,
They do.
Yeah,
Good.
this is
Most of mine
Ben.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, Ben was named after The Bachelor because I'm a trash TV junkie.
Really?
And at the time that I got Ben, I thought he was just as beautiful as The Bachelor. So there we go.
He is very beautiful.
Thank you.
Very handsome instrument
Thank you,
there, Ben.
yes.
Yep. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to play us a song on that banjo. Is there
You
a
got
song from this new Christmas record that is banjo driven?
Yeah, actually, most of the record is quite banjo driven,
Good.
which I love because banjo is my primary instrument. And one thing when I first came up with this concept that I was worried about was I didn't want a record full of slow songs.
Yeah.
Banjo's not a slow kind of an instrument.
Definitely not.
And what I realized as we started going through was I really didn't need to have a record full of slow songs because a lot of these songs are celebratory. Like we have a song called Elizabeth where Mary's telling Elizabeth that she's pregnant. That's a very celebratory song. We've got songs that are worrisome that can be very driven. And so this one that I'm going to play for you is one of those. This is from the king's perspective.
Okay.
And I think about these people who are, very powerful figures, right? And they're about to go on this journey away from their family, away from everything they know, to hopefully meet this child that's supposedly a king. And they're going to be amidst shepherds, which at that time, kings and shepherds did not mix.
Yeah.
And so this is what I thought maybe they might have been feeling as they started their journey, that, they were faithful enough to make this journey, even though it was quite scary for them.
Wow. Okay.
We saw the signs, we read the sky, a king would come from up on high. We gathered gifts to honor him, gold, myrrh, and frankincense. Is this crazy? We're traveling all this way to see a baby. We're taking it on faith that he's the King of Kings, the creator of all things. They call us wise, but we've been wondering lately, is this crazy? We left our friends, we left our kin to make our way to Bethlehem. The desert's hot, we sleep on rocks, the nights get cold, but we won't stop. Is this crazy? We're traveling all this way to see a baby. We're taking it on faith that he's the King of Kings, the creator of all things. They call us wise, but we've been wondering lately, is this crazy? Will it be worth every mile when we see that holy smile? Is this crazy? We're traveling all this way to see a baby. We're taking it on faith that he's the King of Kings, the creator of all things. They call us wise, but we've been wondering lately, is this crazy? We're traveling all this way to see a baby. We're taking it on faith that he's the King of Kings, the creator of all things. They call us wise, but we've been wondering lately, is this crazy? Is this crazy?
That is just fantastic.
Thank you.
Wow. Is this crazy?
Yeah.
Play that thing with strings, girl. Wow.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. It's kind of, I was just thinking as you're playing that, this album is kind of a bluegrass country opera. A Christmas opera.
It is such a genreless album.
Okay, and I'm sorry to throw a genre on there.
No, it is. It is an opera and bluegrass and Christmas and country and all the things. And that's what I told Erica, my producer, when we first sat down to start this. Mm-hmm. She was like, "So what's the musical vibe?" And I said, "Whatever each song needs."
It's all about the vibe.
Yeah, I said it's not going to be. My last record was a mainstream country record, and the record before that was a bluegrass record. Yeah, this one is just. Every song's going to be different because every song needs something
with
different.
The same theme, though.
Yes.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Thanks for sharing. How many songs on this record?
12 songs.
12 songs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So tell us about some of the other ones. I mean, we've got one about a donkey. We've got one from the king. We've got one from Mary and Joseph. What else?
Yeah.
There's some other things that you can tell us.
Yeah. So we have an introduction song, which is the title track. Hey, have you heard?
Have you heard?
And that just kind of introduces us to the concept of the whole record.
I love it.
We have
kind of your
song,
overture, right?
Yeah. We have a song called "Scared." That's from Mary's perspective. She's just found out she's pregnant, and this is all the things that she's feeling. What am I going to tell my mom, and what am I going to tell my fiance, and what are my friends going to think when I show up pregnant? And all the things going through her head. Oh, Elizabeth is about Mary running to her cousin to say, "Guess what? I'm pregnant." And Elizabeth's like, "Me too." And and it's like very celebratory and fun. Talking to her best friend.
Love it.
Let's see. We've got "Would You Believe It" is the shepherds. They were told from the angels to go greet Jesus and then to go tell the world about him. And so this is them telling the world. They're like, "Would you believe this thing that just happened?" And we saw it with our own eyes. So we really do kind of go through all different perspectives. And then we wrap it up with a nice, neat little bow with a song called "Shout and Jump for Joy." Wow. That kind of says, here's everything we just told you. Let's celebrate it. And then we end that very last verse says, "People all around the world on this Christmas Eve, gather around your wooden manger underneath your Christmas tree. Everyone's invited, so don't you hesitate. Put your hands together. Come on, let's celebrate." And it kind of brings it all home to us now because Christmas isn't over. It's still happening to this day.
Yes, it is. That's fantastic. Great work.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. I can't wait to hear the entire album.
Well, thank you. I'm so excited for everyone to hear it. And it's been a long work in progress, and it's just so exciting to see it come to fruition.
How long have you been working on this?
Well, we wrote the first song probably 3 or 4 years ago.
Really?
And then it became like the seedling of an idea. So then we started writing the other songs, and like, just in case I ever make this album, let's write these other songs. And then all of a sudden I had like 20 songs, and I was like, "Oh shoot, let's make this album." And so then we were cutting it back down and whatnot. So from the time we really got serious, I'd say about a year.
That's great.
But we've been working on it for years and years now.
You got your photo shot for the cover?
Yes.
Record cover?
Yep. I am blessed with an amazingly talented uncle who is a photographer.
Yay!
And that's a very great thing to have when you're a musician because free photos are awesome.
Yes, they are. They can be expensive. Yeah.
And we started in his studio with me in this angel costume and a Bible, and then we ended up in my hometown church where I grew up going to church. We took some pictures there as well, and
that's so cool.
I'm really happy with how they came out.
It's good. You'll have to send me some.
Absolutely, we'll do.
I've got to see them. Maybe for the cover of this show.
Okay. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I'll definitely send them to you.
I want to talk about the banjo a little bit. You picked it up at the age of 8. Was that the first instrument you played?
It was. Yeah, this is my first baby.
And your grandpa was gifted on it, right? You could play.
Well,
did he help you teach?
He had the banjo. It had sat in his closet for years. He never actually really learned how to play it.
Really?
He knew one roll, and he did teach me that one roll. And then
when you talk about roll, that's the picking.
Yeah. Just finger patterns with your right hand.
Yeah.
And so he taught me that one roll. It was the first thing I learned, and then I fell in love with it. I begged my parents for a banjo for Christmas.
Did you?
I even have video of me sitting on Santa's lap asking Santa for a banjo for Christmas.
Are you kidding?
Ironically, Santa was played by that same grandfather. And my parents thought I was just going through a stage, so because naturally, like an 8-year-old wanting to play a banjo is just like know,
yeah.
And so they didn't get me a banjo, and it was it was the only year that I can remember being like, I didn't get everything I wanted for Christmas this year.
I didn't get a banjo.
And So then on New Year's, my grandparents came to the house like they always did on New Year's. And my grandfather walked in holding his banjo. And I was like, oh, you brought your banjo. I was all excited. And he said, actually, it's yours.
Wow.
And he gave me that banjo. And that was the first banjo I learned to play on.
I'll be darned.
And then the rest is history.
Did you love it right away? I mean, because I remember learning how to play guitar. And I got my first one when I was 11. That was a Christmas gift as well, my brother and I. And I remember getting so frustrated at times,
Yeah.
I could never play an F chord. I stink.
Oh, for sure.
Did you have frustrated times?
I can distinctly remember sitting in my living room crying because I couldn't play Cripple Creek. And my mom was saying, you got to keep practicing it. You got to keep practicing it. And I didn't want to practice it anymore because I couldn't do it.
Oh, man.
And I remember that so well. And it was certainly hard, but it paid off because once I learned how to play Cripple Creek, it was all downhill from there. All I wanted to do was play.
The doors flew wide open,
yes,
didn't
sir.
they? Wow, that's fantastic. You teach a little banjo, don't you?
I do, yeah. Yeah, I do a little bit on the side. I'll teach banjo and guitar and bass and songwriting, and it's fun to see students, when it clicks, like we were just saying, when they're kind of struggling with something, we work on it for 3 weeks, and every week they come back and they still don't know it, and you could see the frustration, and then all of a sudden they come in 1 week and they know it.
And you go, wow.
It's like, it's so exciting, and to see that excitement in their eyes is so fulfilling.
That's the best thing about teaching.
Yeah,
it
for
really
sure.
is.
For sure.
When that light comes on, you know. Yeah. I had a banjo for a little while.
Yeah.
My wife bought me one. And I just could, it's that rolling, like you said, and I was trying to learn on my own.
Sure.
But you got to have that finger picking thing, down, don't you?
Yeah.
It's 3-finger style. Do you do that?
Yes, I do 3-finger style.
It was like Earl Scruggs.
Scruggs,
right?
And because that was, banjo was the first thing I ever learned, for a lot of people, finger picking is hard and flat picking is easy. Yeah. For me, finger picking is easy and flat picking is hard.
Really?
Because,
just the opposite.
Because it's ingrained in me, finger picking. It's what I learned.
From an early age.
And I was a lot older when I started flat picking.
Huh.
And so it's just, to me, it's like I don't have enough fingers when I flat pick.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Love that instrument. It's just beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I love her.
Are there other instruments you play?
Yeah, so my main instrument, of course, is banjo. I also play guitar.
Very good guitar player.
And thank you. And upright and electric bass.
Good.
Those are kind of my main instruments. And then I fiddle around on other stuff as well.
Like
but
a
those
mandolin?
are my...
No, that, yeah.
Yeah, I can play, chop a few mandolin chords. I own a steel guitar. I wouldn't say that I can play it.
They say that's the hardest to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I really sat down and worked on it, I think I could play it. But
yeah.
I just haven't made that time yet.
You'd also know that Michelle's my go-to on music theory.
Oh,
you and J4, you can. I'm like, why is this working? This shouldn't work. And well, it's because that's flat music. Blah blah blah. Okay, I get it now. I think you're so gifted with the. You understand it all, and I love it.
Well, thank you. I was lucky enough and privileged enough to get to go to Morehead State University, study traditional music. That was my major in college.
Traditional music.
And I had this amazing teacher. His name was Scott Miller, and he taught a number of my courses, but the one I'm going to refer to now is called Practical Theory for the Traditional Musician.
Wow.
And it was taking music theory and tailoring it to bluegrass and country and old time music.
Wow.
So that we could understand why the things we do work.
I'd love to have that book.
And he was an incredible teacher. I wish I could let you borrow the book, but there was no book.
There was no book.
He just taught it to us, and we took notes and we took the tests.
Wow.
But
Can I have all your notes?
Yeah, for sure. I still have them all, and
really? Wow.
I still refer to them sometimes when I'm thinking about something. I'm like, why does that work, or why doesn't that work? And I'll go back through my old notebook and be, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
How about that? Yeah.
And but he did such a great job of breaking it down and making it this big scary music theory thing that you think of when you think music theory.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. It's fantastic. Well, this new record, hopefully it's out by now. If not, it's going to be out very shortly. I got to hear another song.
Yeah, let's do it.
You tell me, you banjo, guitar, banjo?
I'll do another banjo one. How's that?
Good. And of course, we always want to know the story behind it and how you wrote it and who you wrote it with and, the story of the song.
So this song, I had narrowed my songs down, and I need one more. And I told you earlier, I have 40 songs, and I had to narrow it down to 12.
Yep.
But there was none. I had gotten it down to 11. But that 12th spot, everything was either like, okay, well, that perspective's already covered, or I just really don't like how that song came out, or what. Yeah, I just couldn't figure out what to put in that 12th song.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Joyce Sampson one day, and I was telling her my dilemma, and she said, well, did you write one from Jesus' perspective?
I was going to ask you that.
And I thought, oh my gosh, the main character, and I left him out.
Wow.
And so this ended up being song number 12.
Wow.
And this is called Beautiful.
All right.
This bed I'm sleeping on, kinda itchy, kinda soft on my back. And the air is full with the sweet, dusty smell of grass. My mother's cry makes me open my eyes. Everything is so bright and beautiful. Her smile so sweet as happy tears roll down her face. Her loving heart makes me worry how she'll take it someday. When I give my life to save mankind, but for now in this life, she's beautiful, oh so beautiful. Till I'm old enough to go out and teach. Oh, I'll be scared, but my Father will give me the strength I need to wipe away all sin, so that in the end we will all be in heaven again. And it will be beautiful, oh so beautiful. Beautiful.
That's exactly right. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Very interesting. That is just awesome.
Thank you very much.
I just love the whole concept of this record. I really do.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for sharing it with us here. I have another stupid question about banjo.
No stupid questions.
Yeah, they're just stupid people like me.
No.
So that's a 5-string.
This is a 5-string, yes.
And there are banjos that are less string.
Yeah, 4 strings.
4 strings.
Yeah, 6 strings. There's
Now that 5th one they add is what, and I notice it tunes up the neck, and I never understood why.
Yeah,
and that's
so
my question.
This is a drone string, so you very rarely fret it. You just kind of, when you're rolling, it's just there to kind of add that extra little pop.
I got it.
And the reason it's only halfway up the neck is because it's an octave higher than the other strings.
Oh, no kidding.
And so, music theory, here we go.
Music theory.
Shorter things are higher pitches. Longer
Yes.
things are lower pitches. Women have higher voices because we have smaller bodies. Men have lower voices because you have larger bodies.
I get it. Okay.
And so that's why it's only halfway up.
So what is it tuned to? And
It's a high G string.
It's a high G.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And it just drones.
It just
you're hearing
drones,
that?
yeah. Every now and again I'll fret it, but it's pretty rare. Most of the time it's just a drone string.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Well, I want to hear at least one more song.
Let's do
We got
it.
time for one more.
All right.
And the story behind it. Michelle Canning is our guest. This new Christmas record, it's one you got to hear. It's not your typical. It's like a whole opera, and from perspectives that you never really ever thought about. And Michelle, thanks for sharing it with us. Hey, before you play it, I also want to tell you you've got a great website.
Yes, MichelleCanning.net. It's Michelle with 2 L's, canning like a canning jar.net.
.net. Check it out. Lots of good stuff there. And you're also on all the socials, right?
All the socials, M Canning Music. You can find me anywhere.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, M. Tell us about this next song.
Sure. This song is called Scared, and this is the second song on the record.
Okay.
So it's very early on in the story, and Gabriel has just come down and told Mary, guess what? You're going to have God's baby. And this is how Mary feels about that.
Okay.
I've lived in faith, but right now I'm not feeling so blessed. How can I raise a kid when I'm just one myself? What will my friends say? They won't understand. What do I tell my mom? What do I tell my man? Oh Lord, I am scared. Don't get me wrong, I'm honored that you've chosen me. Thy will be done, Lord, I'll serve you faithfully. But I don't know how to be a mom. I've never swaddled a babe. What if I get it wrong, oh Lord, my God? I'm scared, but I love him endlessly, and I'll give him everything. I'll teach him hard work and love and good versus bad, and I'll make sure he always knows his dad, and I won't show him that I'm scared. When he grows up, I know that I'll be so proud of the man he becomes when he speaks your word to the crowds. He'll heal the sick and he'll cure the blind, and I'll watch it all, smiling 'cause he's mine. But right now I'm scared, but I love him endlessly, and I'll give him everything. I'll teach him hard work and love and good versus bad, and I'll make sure he always knows his dad, and I won't show him that I'm scared. Despite all the tears that fell, I'm not sad, I'm just overwhelmed. Lord, I know this isn't the end. There's a journey ahead, and God, I'm in. I love him endlessly, and I'll give him everything. I'll teach him hard work and love and good versus bad, and I'll make sure he always knows his dad, and I won't show him that I'm scared. I'm scared.
Just a beautiful song. That is
you.
just beautiful.
Thank you very much.
I love the rise there at the end. Was that a key change?
It was, yeah.
love
When
that.
when we recorded that, you know the music video from The Bodyguard where Whitney Houston is singing I Will Always Love You, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And she does that big key change and she opens her eyes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why, but I had it in my brain that during that key change, she like shot up out of a lake.
Oh.
And I said to my producer, I want it to sound like Whitney Houston coming out of a lake. And she kind of was like, what? And then I tried to explain the video to her, and she said that does not happen in that video. So we Googled it, and she was right. It does not. She just opens her eyes.
No, okay.
But
in your video, it's going to...
I picture Whitney Houston flying out of a lake.
That's awesome. It's a true Christmas opera, folks. And it's called what?
It's called Hey, Have You Heard?
And hopefully by now streaming everywhere. If not, be patient in the next week or so.
Absolutely.
For sure, if not already. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for joining us, Michelle.
Thank you so much for having me, Dave. It's always a pleasure to get to hang out with you.
Folks who listen, write down, as we say, WRITE. Talk to you next time.
We hope you enjoyed this intimate glimpse into the world of songwriting and found inspiration in the stories shared by our talented guests. Remember, the magic of music lies not only in the notes and chords, but in the emotions and experiences woven into every lyric. Until next time, keep listening, keep creating, and keep the melodies alive.